What's up guys, this is Grand Leech and welcome to my channel. We are on day 8 of building the Riverside Villas, as most people call it. And we are going to continue with section C. That is where the main entrance is going to be of the base, and then also our main bedroom, because we are the kings of this base, guys. So let's build. Alright guys, so we are continuing on the left hand side of the entrance area of section C, and we are basically duplicating this area and making it the same as the towers on the right hand side. Right, so we're just adding the roof so that we can remove lower walls without the upper walls disappearing. Alright, and we're going to put in some glass panels over here guys, and then we're going to just make it look nice so that we can have a view towards the water, because that's why we ultimately built near water, so that you can enjoy the scenery and have the cool fresh breeze that comes from the water flow right into your base guys. Alright, so we're just putting down the panels. I'm just having a sneak to the other side so that I can do exactly the same on this side as on the other side. Alright, we're putting up the walls and then the ceilings. Alright, and we're gonna put down some door frames, etc. to make it look nice. Because why? Because we want to win this competition, guys. That's why. Alright, so we're putting down the door frames, and I'm adding a little bit more glass to these towers, just the lower towers at this stage. Okay, so it looks the same guys. Alright, putting down some frames, wall frames, and a glass panel. Not a glass panel, I mean a wooden panel. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you can put down door frames and glass panels, but it's alright, it's not a biggie. So we're just doing this on the same on this side, sorry. See, I actually wanted to create an open space, guys, so you know, so that you don't feel like claustrophobic when you walk in these towers. And that's how it looks from a distance so far, guys. It looks good. Okay, so let's continue guys with the base. Now I'm going to put on some inner walls on section C, just to create kind of a radius where I'm not sure what I'm going to do in this area yet, because originally, like I said, this was going to be like a little petting zoo, so to speak, with dodos and small dinos in, but I've decided not to do that. So we're going to see what we're going to do with this area. Ultimately, I might just add my flyers here. And we're going to start building the upper area towards the room as well. Just bring this down quickly. Alright, so it looks good guys. I think it looks alright, and now I'm building it like a small little lookout area. When you walk outside of your room, you can actually just walk on this little area and look out on the water. Remember, you'll have to keep these structures the same as the ones below. So you'll have to look on the ground and see, okay, well, I've got a square here, I'm going to put a square above as well. otherwise it's not going to line up. I'm removing this because obviously now I have a bridge here where I need to have access to it. I'm putting down some squares and then rectangular ceilings and then another square. And now I'm building my staircase towards the main bedroom. Oh, almost fell. Alright, and now as you can see, it doesn't really completely line up. Guys, with these platforms it can get a little bit tricky and you'll have to use a little bit of creativity to make it look, create the illusion that it's centered. It's completely centered towards the rest of the build, because it isn't always centered, because the circle of the platforms are not completely round. So it's got pointy parts where you don't really want pointy parts, if you know what I mean. It's got corners where you don't want any corners. Okay, so we're just putting down some railings because we don't want to fall down here, and I don't want to create stairs going further down from this area. It's gonna just make it a little bit cluttered, and I'm removing this platform because I'm not happy with how it is placed. It doesn't feel centered with the staircase, and it will never be, guys, because the snapping point of this platform is just horrible on this cliff. Right, so I will have to create an illusion that the entrance of this bedroom is in the center of these staircases. Alright, that's a challenge, but we did it. We eventually did it. I'm just putting down some walls to get an idea, guys. So this is not going to be the final walls that I place for this room. Alright, so I'm just using a full wall, and then later on I'm going to use smaller walls. Alright, the smaller blocks, because there's going to be 3 entrances to this room. One from section B, and then one towards the second bedroom that's going to be higher up in the cliff, or against the cliff. Right, here we have a little bit of an issue because we've got the cliff that kind of prevents us from getting, well, not completely getting into the room, but it's a little bit of a tight space and it's bothering me, but we will figure something out here, guys. We cannot move this platform any other way at this stage, because then we will have to move the whole, redesign the whole area of section C, and we don't have time for this. So that is the second bedroom that's going to be up there, and now we need to create access towards it because we need to be able to get to it at the end of the day. Sometimes, guys, what I've realized, it's better to work from a higher level towards a lower level than to work from a lower level to a higher level. Alright, you can design, well, I can design a little bit better or plan better when I'm doing it like this. Okay, so I'm just putting down the stairs to connect the second bedroom with the main bedroom. And we were actually lucky here because the 2 staircases didn't actually clash here, which was a bonus. We need a break, a little bit of a break here, guys. Alright, so we have access to the second bedroom. Not completely sure what I'm going to do here yet, but we've got to make it look interesting though. Okay, guys, so we are going to build a small bridge from not this level but the lower level towards the transporter at a stage there where the lights are, so that we can travel from there towards the first room or the main room and the second bedroom, as well as the entrance, which is section C. Okay, I'm just removing the old walls. That was originally the outer wall for the courtyard that I was planning originally. Right, so okay guys, I think it looks great. Now we're just gonna finish these outer walls off for this area, and like I said, I'm thinking about putting my flyers in here. You know, it's just a nice landing spot, nice and safe landing spot. So once I put them in here, they won't be able to attack other stuff. And I know you guys are gonna say, yeah, but just put them on passive. Yeah, well, like I mentioned before guys, this is quite a dangerous area. This is the area from a distance. It is a quite dangerous area guys, and there's a lot of dangerous stuff here. A lot of wyverns actually spawn here, quite a lot. So yeah, no, it is bad. Okay, so I'm putting down the red ceilings guys, or roofs. Remember I said that I'm going to change the roofs from off section A and B. I'm going to change it with these roofs, okay, because it's a nice red. It is attractive to the eye, so I'm going to do this. And it looks great guys. So we're just putting roofs on every tower. The roofs over here at the room section was quite challenging, because I've got that small area to enter the first room or the main room, and this roof is kind of making the space even smaller. But we figured that out later on guys. So it's not, if you run into an issue at one point and you don't know how to resolve it, like I said, leave it alone. You will figure something out eventually. Just leave it alone. If it looks shit, like that roof really looks shit right now with that opening, leave it. You will figure something else out. Like my granny used to say, what the eyes don't see can't hurt the heart. Okay, so if you put a wall in front of that, nobody's going to see the opening. Alright, use colors to attract the eye, and people will not even see the little teeny weeny mistakes there might be in your base. Alright, so just relax and design and enjoy yourself. Just gonna go to this smaller tower and put a roof on that as well, just finishing up here. Alright, and I'm not extending these roofs like I did with the first tower. It's just the tips that I'm closing up. Okay, as you can see, this is bothering me quite a bit, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do here, but it's wasting my time at this stage, and we'll sort it out later on. I'm moving up to the next tower, closing up just the top part. I'm not extending the roof. Right, okay guys, this room is actually just a pain in the ass right now, because I'm trying to figure out, am I going to put walls here to hide this roof? Am I going to put clear glass here? What am I going to do? Because it looks like crap. Eventually guys, I just put down wooden walls there and you couldn't even see what's going on there. Alright, also the issue here is the entrance to this room needs to be centered to the stairs, which is not the case at this stage. But we will also sort that out. Like I said, guys, sometimes we can't fix something, create an illusion that it is centered or correct. Okay, and then, you know, we've done and dusted. We've done and dusted. Okay, I'm just putting down those roofs, and now it doesn't look that specific angle so bad, right? And now moving towards, let's say, call this section D. This is the inner part. It's almost the same as section A, but it's deeper within the cave, and we're going to close that up with glass as well. As you can see, this room is bothering me quite a bit, but I had an idea. I'm putting down smaller squares, and that's going to create your illusion that it's centered, right? So you don't have these big panels that shows you basically that this area is off-centered. Right, the smaller pieces will create illusion that this platform, cliff platform, is centered to the stairs. Alright, so you always have to think about, how can I fix this problem if I cannot fix it structurally with Ark? Alright, then you have to start being a little bit creative, guys. Alright, because some things can really be a challenge, and if you're not consistent with your build, you're going to run into a lot of hiccups, like over here. As you can see, I messed up here. I am at section D again, building the glass there, and because I didn't build these blocks correctly, it's going to cause an issue for me. Alright, so I'm removing these blocks because frankly it looks like crap, right? But then there's going to be a space between my railing that I'm putting down and the glass, which is also a pain for me. But like I said, everything we fix up eventually. There I've got the bridge. I already added the bridge from the second bedroom basically, or the first bedroom, towards the teleporter. I'm not sure if you call it the teleporter, but whatever, you guys know what I mean. You know what I know. And I'm creating a level here, guys, because if you build walls on a platform, alright, then you can easily put down the floor of the platform, because obviously the floor of that platform is really ugly, alright? So put down these walls on the outer part of the platform, and then a ceiling, and then you build your triangles and squares from the outer walls, and that will make it much easier for you to place a floor on that section. I'm doing this for the roof, guys, so this whole level I'm going to remove it, but it just gives me a guideline on how I need to place my roof. Alright, so I need to place squares or triangles. Alright, so that is why I'm putting this here, but I'm going to remove it. Okay guys, well, this is Ground Leech. We're running out of time. Please subscribe, like and share. I will catch you guys in the next video. See you guys in movies. Bye.